The government took my grandfather's land for a road. We used the takings clause to force them to pay $5 million in punitive damages. My family had owned a 20-acre farm for 4 generations. Then the state government decided they needed a new highway, and our farm was right in the middle. They used eminent domain, the right to seize private property, and offered us $500,000. My grandfather cried when he saw the offer. They thought they could bulldoze a small farmer. We hired a firebrand lawyer who specialized in constitutional property rights. The lawyer explained that we couldn't stop the government from taking the land. That's their constitutional right. But the Fifth Amendment has the takings clause, which states they must provide just compensation. And just compensation means the highest and best use of the property. But here was the real fight. The state's valuation didn't just undervalue the taken 10 acres. It severely reduced the value of the remaining 10 acres because the highway would cut the land off, making it inaccessible for commercial use. This is called severance damages. We countered their $500,000 offer with a $10 million demand. The state mocked us. The discovery phase uncovered the DOT's fatal flaw. We found internal emails showing the DOT had deliberately lowballed every farmer along the route to keep the budget down. We also found an internal memo admitting that their own environmental impact study proved the highway would render the remaining 10 acres useless due to noise and pollution, something they failed to disclose in the condemnation notice. This moved the case from a standard property dispute into a full-blown civil rights violation. The government acted with bad faith and willful misrepresentation. The judge was furious. He ruled that the state's lowball offer and intentional failure to disclose the environmental damage were unconstitutional. The final judgment was staggering. $2 million for the taken land, just compensation. $1 million for the severance damages, the devaluation of the remaining 10 acres. $2 million in punitive damages for the government's malice and bad faith negotiation tactics. They were forced to cover all of our legal fees. The final verdict was $5 million. The state DOT's highway budget was immediately frozen. The project was delayed for 2 years, and the arrogant DOT lawyer was forced into early retirement. The government always wins the land, but you can bankrupt them fighting for the price. My family ended up with a small fortune, but we lost the land that defined us. The government has the right to seize land for public use, but often they abuse that power. Do you think the government should be able to seize private property at all, even with just compensation? Or should the Constitution be amended to protect property owners absolutely? Tell me your thoughts on eminent domain in the comments.